Okay, just going to show you my latest method of making stairs for my model ships, or if you were doing a dollhouse or anything like that as well, you could use this method. It's quite a good idea. Here we go. We'll just go down to this wood here. Here's the staircase I'm going building. I built one. There you can go. It's like 10 millimeters wide. So I've done these like 13 millimeters markings on the wood here, 13 millimeters each. And there'll be the steps, and you just take a wire snippers and go along the lines and snip. I got these stir sticks, I call them lollipop sticks, but they're like stir sticks as well, in a dollar store. You don't need anything too fancy. So I'm just going to cut out 12 of these, right? And then we'll go to the next phase. So I've cut 12 and one spare. Usually do that so I don't have to go back and do it again. And now I did them doubled up here. You can see there's 2 on each step to make it a little bit more solid. So what I'm going to do quickly is super glue one of these to one of these. And this just keeps going. You just drop a bit of glue on this and then try to line them up so we have a double piece. Now this is a little wider than it needs to be. It's 14 millimeter and it's going to be 10. See, I double them up. There you go. It's going to be 10. So that gives you room to sand the sides down on a disc and square it off at 10 millimeter later on. So I'm going to do all 12 of these like this. I'll do one more. Just a drop of super glue in the middle. It's not going to go anywhere afterwards. And I'm using I use LePage super glue in the blue bottle, a liquid, because it dries fast, and so I don't have to sit there waiting. So if you get a little ledge and it seems a little bit off, just give it a quick file straight so it looks like a step again. You need those straight lines for the steps when you put them together like this afterwards. They're like that. That's all you're doing. But you want them to be straight lined. Most of them are quite good. I had a couple slip and I put them down. There you go. I'll just show you how it looks with the tweezers or something. There you go. Nice straight line on the top. Needs a little bit more. And there you go. You got your step, see? Right? Now we're going to glue them in steps. And I kind of go matchstick wide, so you can make a pencil mark if you want, like this. See, it didn't go right in there, so I want my steps to be like this one here. So I want it like a toothpick wide, like that. So I'm going to do one. We'll go in closer even still. All right. You just drop a little glue on this here. Very, very small bit. And I want it to be around there. Now if you get boy, does that set quick, huh? Let's do it again. It set so quick that I didn't get it on right. There it is again. The minute you put it down, it nearly set. Whoop, whoop. There we go. I actually need a harder surface here. This is soft. Been doing that quite a lot lately. Now you're going to stagger the next one back, same amount. Glue it on. Right, so I'll put a little glue on here just to. Oop, that was a bit much, but. And now the hard part is getting exactly this step right. I do it by eye actually, because I find once I get it pushed down, it stays. There's 3, right? In the end, it will be like this here. There. I have a short step on top there. Isn't that lovely? Now I don't know how I'm going to get the railing on that yet, but we'll work on that later. It's actually, so I just finished 6 steps now that they're doubled up. And there's 4 of them. Isn't that lovely? Coming on nicely. So there you have it. There's the steps. And I'm going to just take it to disc and straighten the one side and try to get it all to be the same width as this, which at the moment is 10mm. Right? So I'll take this over the disc and I'll give it a sand. Just measure it. I'm at 14 still. And at the smaller one on top, I'm at 12. So it's getting there. So we just keep doing this until we get to 10. I'm at 13 at the moment. Yeah, so that's pretty close to 10. So there's my stair, because I just got to do the top rung on the first step. It has to go in half or smaller, so we'll just do that quickly. So there's the stairs, right? Back in here, look. Now I just got to decide how to fit them in when you look at it from the side, which we'll get to now. Hang on. Gotta close my glue. When you look from the side here, right? I'm just gonna edge this down a little so you can see a little better. Oh, sorry. There you go. See from the side. I don't know whether I want to see that staircase on the side or have it shoved into the back of this deck here so it goes along with it. Visually, I think it'd be better off cut back in. It's a hard one. It's nearly all the way back, so that's exactly where it would be like. And I need a railing. But that's the staircase. Yep, I put them in the back of the deck here so they're cut in. So that this isn't showing on the side anymore like that. I'll have to have some kind of a railing up here and here. Not too sure how yet, but we'll work out a railing in a minute. But the steps are pulled back now, so they look like they were built in, which I prefer. Anyways, it's a start. This one needs a little straightening still. It's a little bit warped out, but we'll get there. As you can see, it gives you a great effect. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do here is make out of these paper clips, right? I've straightened them with the pliers a bit. They're still quite crooked. And now I'm just leveling them off so that they're nice and straight. Just turn the pin a bit. This is for the ladders, exterior ladders on the steamer. Yeah, it's getting quite straight. To have a little patience. And before you know it, we'll have 6 ladders. I also make railings out of these. You know, to dollar store you can buy them for quite cheap. They used to be $1, now they're $2, I think. Everything's going up since COVID, I suppose. I have a couple more of these to do. As you can see, it's straightening out nicely. And that'll be my raw materials for the little ladders. Yeah, so I'm going to solder this ladder together. It's going to look like this. When you turn them around, they look quite clean. So it'll be okay. So you put a bit of flux on both of these. We do the first rung just by pressing down and getting a right angle. Got my solder gun. Gonna heat it up a little. Put it in the flux. There's flux on the rods here. Bit of solder here. Not too much. And there you have the first one done. You got to kind of make sure it's right angled. That's pretty good. Now I want it to be the same width all the ladders, so I put this in here. And here's the second rung, the other side, which we're going to have to hold down with something. Just use a screwdriver. Got to go in like that. And next one. There you go. That's one rung dong. And I just snipped it off. And I usually do the next run. I'll snip those off, clean them up afterwards. I usually do the next rung by eye. Take this out for a sec. And just do this. Into the flux, same thing again, about here. There's 2 done, and I got to do that 6 of those, right? And then we'll have another ladder. 3 ladders, I need 6 ladders all together. There it is, and let's get a nice little finished one. There's the blobs all over it, but when you turn them over, they're quite clean looking. Here's the ladder we were making. Going a little closer. There you go. And when you flip it around, it looks much cleaner. With the staircase going up. Only have 3 more to do. So I got up today and I had a heater that was malfunctioning and it burnt out, so I took it apart to recycle, and this tube came off the thermostat inside. And now I've realized I need a little tank up here in the boat, so I've cut a tube and I've cut a dowel that fits in there that glues in, and basically so I can glue these caps to it, see, on both sides. And I'll end up with this little tank here, which, if we pan up here to the ship, to the back of the ship, will go up in here on some kind of a little stand and be kind of like a water tank. There you go. Yeah, so I've been aging the ship tonight with a bit of this model brown and then a spray can grey, dark spray can, and trying to meld it in so it looks rusted. Painted the black staircase and put rust on them. Staircase with a bit of rust, you know. Sometimes, you know, you just want to wipe it a little to get it a little bit better looking. Ooh, that's a bit shiny there now, but anyways, I should keep my hands off it for now. I made this rusty, this cage, rusted in some of the grey where I was working. So it's looking a bit more authentic, kind of old, rustic steamship. And I'm going to leave it for tonight because it's late.